Hello everyone, I wanted to make a video tutorial on how you can remove the eyeshadows from the 120 palette that you get from eBay. It came with two trays and this is the first tray that I started with. As you can see, you're basically melting the tray so it melts the glue and it's easier to pop out the eyeshadows. So I recommend you don't do this if you don't want to ruin the tray or if you intend on using it again, because I'm not. I just wanted to remove the eyeshadows so I could place it in a smaller compact so I can choose and bring it for travel. So what I use for this is my hot iron, and this is just a regular hot iron that heats up. Mine says it heats up to 395 degrees Fahrenheit, and I just put it at the highest heating setting. I use tin foil that goes under the tray so when the plastic melts it doesn't get on the flat iron. I use a calligraphy pen, which I got from an art class that I took, and I think it's really good at prying out the eyeshadows when it's melted, when the plastic melts. But you can also use a knife. I also have tweezers to pick up the eyeshadows because they're going to be really hot because the backing is metal. But I recommend using something better tweezers, because these don't really pick up very well. So here are the eyeshadows that I've already done. The green one on the bottom is the first one I tried, and the plastic wasn't melted all the way, so it cracked. But as you can see, most of them came out pretty good. A lot of them were cracked already, and some of them I just dropped. So now I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I started removing this. I took my hot iron and it's on high, and I just place one of the plates. It doesn't matter which way you go, just as long as it's the hot plates, and I placed it right under on the part of the eyeshadows that I want to take out. And I just place it under and I let this section heat up. And I've had it under here for about 5-10 minutes, and it's really melted the plastic. It doesn't get gooey or anything, it just mostly softens it. And as you can see, but when I press on it, you could see how soft it gets. It makes a dent. So I like to keep it under the flat iron because it keeps it soft, because the plastic tends to harden and when it cools down, and it hardens pretty fast. So I just take my calligraphy pen, and you could just press on the plastic and fit right under the eyeshadow and just kind of pry it out. And you see how easy it comes out. The glues melt, so it gets kind of sticky, but it comes out pretty well. And I just pick it up like that, or if I can't pick it up with the calligraphy pen, I've been using the tweezers. And here's with the knife. You want to use a knife and press it also. And just press the plastic down and remove the eyeshadow. See? Comes out really good, and it doesn't break the eyeshadow or anything, and you just place it down, let it cool off, and that's all you do. So I wanted to show what I was going to do with the eyeshadows that I removed from the 120 palette, and I thought this was convenient for me because I wanted to be able to just choose the colors that I wanted to use for the day and just bring them anywhere and then touch up my makeup without having to bring that huge 120 palette. So what I did was I went to Target, and they sell these compacts by e.l.f. Elements, and they're very cheap. They're only $1. They're empty compacts that you buy, just like the MAC ones right here. And they have the same plastic insert in here where you put in eyeshadows that you buy by e.l.f. also, except for this one I removed the plastic insert and I just pried it out with a knife. It was really easy to do. It has a metal sheet on the bottom that's magnetic, And actually when I removed the plastic insert, the metal sheet wasn't glued on very well, so you'll probably want to re-glue this on. What I like about this is it was cheap, first of all, and it has that mirror. Unlike the MAC one, there is no mirror. So I thought this was really great. I also bought a magnetic sheet, adhesive sheet. So this is the sticky side and this is the magnetic side. I bought this from Michael's. This cost about $3 and it came with one sheet, but I've seen some over at Michael's that came in packs of this, about 4 or 5 I think in a pack. It was actually a lot longer too, but I've used it on other eyeshadows that I've done the same thing with. So what I did with this was I cut out squares. You can also cut circles, but I think squares are good enough. You're not wasting any magnet with cutting out squares. So I actually already did this with stuck one on one of the eyeshadows, on the white ones that I got here. And you can just place it inside the compact, and it sticks on pretty well. Doesn't slide. Well, actually it does slide if you really hit it hard, but it doesn't fall off. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't fall off, and it's a pretty good strong magnet. Stays on really good, and you could fit 9 of these in here, 3 down and 3 across. And these ones don't have magnets on it yet, but you can see how it goes. And I thought this was really good, convenient thing to do, bring along with you, so you could choose the colors that you want to use for the day. So again, this is e.l.f. Elements compact, and you could get it from Target for $1. I also was going to use the rest of the eyeshadows, because you're going to have so many left. I was going to take buy another magnetic sheet like this and put it in the original 120 palette on the bottom of the palette. Let's see. When you get this, I was actually gonna, if I could get it open. Well, anyways, when you open it, I was gonna just stick this on the bottom and stick all these eyeshadows in here so they stay in place. And I know there's going to be a lot more eyeshadows than that'll fit in here, but they actually sell these compacts on eBay for about $10, I would say. I know it's a little expensive, but it's a good way to store all this stuff. I mean, unless you have boxes to put the eyeshadows in. I also I had other eyeshadows that I made long time ago from makeup that I got that were pretty much in the same type of position that these were. So hopefully you guys learned a lot from this. It was helpful, and thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.